Okay, so let's now talk about some dieting myths. So the first one I want to talk about is the ketogenic diet. Really, really popular diet. Loads of people have been jumping on it and they've seen, really good results. But ultimately, what's the driving factor? And that's what we talked about at the beginning, and that's a caloric deficit. Ultimately, what the ketogenic diet does is it creates a bigger caloric deficit by removing a food group altogether, because you're then really focusing on just eating proteins and you're focusing on eating fats, and you're just removing a food group altogether, which is carbohydrates. And that generally tends to create that big caloric deficit. Now, people will see initial weight loss like within the first week of 6 or 7 pounds. So buy-in for the ketogenic diet is really, really high. Now, one of the downsides with the ketogenic diet is obviously the lack of carbohydrates. Now, whilst it works well for the first couple of weeks, adherence might be really, really difficult. And what you might see after 2 or 3 weeks, there'll be a huge rebound and somebody just has a blowout and just eats a load of carbohydrates. Now, I'm not saying that that's true for everyone, but personally, I've tried the ketogenic diet, and after 3 weeks, that was definitely something that I have seen. Another downside is you need carbohydrates for explosive work. So if you're any kind of power athlete where you need to be moving things really quickly, or you just enjoy training and all of a sudden your numbers are, not nosediving, that could be the reason why they are, because you just don't have the extra fuel in order to power your body. So you've got to keep that in mind. If buy-in is there and you can stick to a ketogenic diet for the long term, absolutely do it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Ultimately, again, it's a caloric deficit. But if after 3 weeks you're having a big blowout, maybe it's time to reconsider the ketogenic diet. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this has been helpful. If you need any advice or help with your nutrition or your diet, either get in touch with me, or I offer meal plans, macro plans, all the likes down in the description below. So go and check that out and I'll be happy to help you.